Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing something a bit special. I'm going to be creating this heart envelope, and this is one I've already done. As you can see, I've gone a bit crazy. I think you can just see it there. And I've used some Mod Podge sparkle just to make the envelope a bit special, and also because the paper is quite thin. So as you can see, you've got the heart here. And I've just created, there's actually 2 tuck spots on each side of the heart. So I've created a little tag. I put some gold on it, a little stamp. And those are some tags from when we were creating the ephemera from the other day. And as you can see, this is really, I think you can see on the camera there we go. You can just see how shimmery that is. And then I've got another little tuck spot here, and I've just created a dinky little tag in a completely different colour. And yeah, along here I've got a little bit of lace, and I've just finished it off with a little bit of washi tape. Whoops, a little bit of washi tape just in there, just to cover up the white that I had on there. And I'm going to show you how to make it. They're really simple actually, and I think they look very pretty. So I've made a couple actually. There's that one there. These 2 I've just made but I haven't decorated yet. So yeah, you can see the heart a bit more on that one, I think. So they're really easy to make. I have got my instructions off camera just in case I go wrong, just to remind me. These papers that I have are actually from Journal Papery. She's no longer on Etsy, unfortunately. These were a Nagasaki collection, and they are beautiful, but she seems to have left Etsy. I have no idea why, but I'm quite sad about that, because she had a big sale where I bought lots of her items, and now she's gone. And if I'd have known she was going, I'd have probably bought a few more, because they are just beautiful. So I think I'm going to start with this paper here, which has got the lilac on it, and it's very simple to make. Hopefully this is high enough for you so you can see. So let's just move all this glue out of the way. So the first thing that you do is you take a piece of A4, and if you can double side it if you want to. There's only a small amount that actually shows through. It's just this part here and here, and then just inside the envelope, but it's entirely up to you what you do. I would say you need a corresponding paper on the opposite side, because you don't want to clash on these corners or anything like that. So it's up to you. I've just left my side plain. So the first thing you do is turn your design face down, okay, and that way you'll end up with the envelope that you just saw there. So the first thing you're going to do is take the bottom left hand corner, and you're going to fold it up and make a triangle. And I'm just going to turn this round, because we want to make sure that as we fold, we've got this edge completely lined up, so we get a nice sharp point in that corner. You don't need to use a bone folder for this, because the paper should be, this is just normal copy paper, so I would suggest that's a good one to use, because you've got quite a lot of folding to do. Once you've done that, you're going to flip it over, and now this kind of rectangle shape here is going to come in, and again you need to line it up with the edge of that other fold that you've done. If you look there, they're now nicely lined up, just about. Look, needs a little touch more. There we go. So you need to make sure that that edge is lined up nicely, okay? Then when you've done that, you're just going to open it all the way up, and you need to make sure that the rectangular fold that you created is now at the top of your paper, and you've got a little peak here, if you can see that. And you're going to take your paper at the bottom where you've got your triangular fold, and you're going to put it right up and hold it there to where that rectangular fold is, and then you're going to use your finger just to tap down the center, okay, because we just want to create a mark. All right, so you've just moved that up, held it there, and then created your little mark here. Now when you've done that, you're going to take the bottom of the paper and fold it up to the mark that you created, just like that. Okay, with me so far? Jolly good. Okay, so once we've done that, flip it back over, and this is where we're going to start to create our heart. So I'll just bring you down slightly. Right, so what you want to do now is you're going to create 2 triangles. Now I do this at the same time because these 2 triangles need to be level. So you're going to take the 2 corners and you're going to bring them up to the center. You can do one at a time, but you have to make sure that these guys are actually going to be level with each other. So that's why I do 2 at the same time. When you've done that, just create the folds. So that's why I do 2 at once, so that I can wiggle them about and make sure that I get a nice level edge up here. Okay, so just taking those and bringing them up. All right, next you need to flip that over, and you've still got your line from that first rectangular fold that you made there. Now we're going to take the triangular piece at the bottom and fold it up to that line and crease. Okay, when you've done that, I want you to flip it over, and this is where the tricky bit comes in. So I'm going to lower you. Okay, there we go. So on this part here where you've turned it over, so you've had your triangle that you've created, you flipped it back over again, and now you have these little flaps here. Okay, what you're going to do is get your finger on the crease and push. Okay, open it up. All right, and you're going to bring this line up in line with the edge of your paper here. Okay, I'm going to do that again. This side, push it up, get it up to that line, just like so. Okay, when you've done that, you're going to bring down this corner and create a triangle, and the same the other side. Now my triangles aren't always the neatest, but that's okay, as long as you've got a point at the top, a rough point, that's fine. Okay, so I'll just show you that again. So you'll have it like this, and you're just going to push this edge up to there. Make sure it's right up the top, actually. That could be why I've got a wibbly wobbly triangle. And the same with this side. Again, make sure it's in line with your piece of paper at the top there. And then you're going to create 1 triangle, 2 triangles. When you've done that, you're going to fold down the top of each of those triangles. And we'll come back and glue all of this, so don't worry. Okay, and now you're going to flip it over. I'm going to bring you up again. Now when you flip it over, you've got your heart. Okay, at this point we're going to go from this corner here and from this corner here, and we're going to create flaps for our envelope. So I'm just going to fold in, make sure that's straight with the bottom down here as well. Just going to fold in that flap, and the same on this side, so that I get a nice corner. Okay, you can see that. Lift up your flap, tuck those in, and then you're going to lift up this piece, and this is going to create your envelope. Don't fold all the way up to the edge there. Oh sorry, you just took you for a spin there. So don't fold all the way up to the edge there on your envelope. I'll just show you on this one, because otherwise you won't be able to close it. Okay, and there you have it. So we're going to do that one again. I did start, but then, you know, technology, I'm not going to bore you with it. So the first thing you need to do with your paper, face down, you're going to do your triangle shape like so. Flip it over, and then create your rectangle. Okay, like so. Then you're going to open it all up, and you're going to fold up to this line, and you're just going to create a little mark there. You're not going to go all the way across, just going to rub the center there like so. Open it up, and then you're going to fold your bottom up to that mark that you made. And this is where I got to before everything went wibbly again. Turn it over. Now at this point, this is when you're going to take your two corners and you're going to try and bring them up so that, whoops, you create a point and they are level. This takes a bit of practice, but you just want to create a point here without them overlapping too much. Right, okay, let's try and get that level. That's not working. That's better. Again, just move that one up, move that one back down. Just takes a bit of practice to do this bit, because if you do them one at a time, you'll end up with there we go, you'll end up with one a bit higher than the other. So just play around with it until you get two nice level triangles. Flip it over, and once again we're going to be using this fold that we did at the top there. We're going to take our triangle at the bottom and bend it right the way up to that fold, like so. Okay, try and get it in the center as best you can. All right, and now we've done that, this is the tricky bit. This is where we get a bit closer, and I try not to turn the camera. I did turn the camera off, it's back on now. So yeah, so you've now turned it over and you've got this little bit to do. So you get your finger, push this flap, and then make sure that that fold is level with this fold up here. There we go. Oh, a little bit more I think, because otherwise mine's going to be a bit wobbly. Here we go. And then the same on this side. Okay, and then you're going to bend the triangles down like so, and the same on this side. Okay, and then when you've done that, then we take the tip and we bend that down to the edge, and the same on this side. Oops. And we can glue all this in a little while. When you've done that, let's bring this back up again, flip it over, and you'll already have your heart. And then we're going to fold in this side, level with that point there, and this side level with that point there, to create that nice corner. Just show you that, so you can see I've just folded those in so that we get two nice tight corners. We'll lift up the heart again, and then we're going to fold this part up, not quite to that line, to create our envelope. And then we're going to pull that down, pop the little top bits up, and there you go. It's as simple as that. And then you can decorate it. And I'll show you again what I did with this one. So with this one, I've just created some nice glitter. I can't remember if I said that at the beginning, but I've covered it in Mod Podge sparkle, and then I've put a little tag in here, just like that, that just slots in. You've got two spots. Put that in that side. There we go. And then when you open it up, you've got another tuck spot here for a dinky tag. And I've just made this little one in contrasting colour with my birth date on it, which was quite handy. Thank you, Tracy Fox, for those. Just pop those in there. She's from Love Junk Journals, so if you want to go and get those little numbers, you can. And these are Tina's at Shabby Dabby Doodah, so you know how much I love those. So there we go, and that's nice and shimmery and ready to go into any journal, or junk journal for that matter. I hope you enjoyed that. Obviously put it in slow-mo if you're a bit lost and you don't really know how to make them, but they are really good fun, and once you've made a few, you'll find that you get quicker at it, and you kind of remember the steps. But they are very, very pretty, well worth having in your stash. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. I will see you again tomorrow with something else. I don't think we're going to start our 1970s journal just yet, because I've got a few other projects up my sleeve, so do come back and see those. I hope you have a lovely day today. It's a bit wet and a bit yucky, but whatever you're doing, enjoy it. Take care. I'll see you again.